Hi everyone, it's me Devine and welcome to Divine Miracles channel, and this is the Tarot mini forecast for air signs. So that's Aquarius, Gemini and Libra. I haven't done them for a while, so I'm like, where am I? Alright, I'm actually going to use my really old Mythic Tarot. So these were my first deck I had when I was 15, so they're like old, 28 years old or something. But this is what got me started, and this is why I'm here where I am today. So I have missed these. I left these back in Australia when I was overseas, and just quietly I'm going back to the United States in October. But let's start with Aquarius, and then Gemini, and then Libra, and see where you're at. This is just a mini forecast. If you would like a more in-depth reading, of course, you can check out my website or have a healing or something. Okay, so here we go. Starting off with Aquarius, what's happening? Now, don't forget your moon and your rising sign. Just look it up on Google. What's my moon sign? What's my rising sign? It really helps to get an overall picture. Okay, so Aquarius, what's happening for you? And I just take one from the top. Okay, look at this, what's going on. Okay. So if you this might be your moon sign, for example, and this might be your emotional state or your hidden emotions, the things that you might not show to people. So, okay, the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups is an interesting card because obviously we're talking about the cups. We're talking about an emotion or something that you're turning away from. And it tends to happen sort of by meditation, or something that's happening through you having a repetitive thought or you getting repetitive signs of something. It's time to retreat. Now you can see Persephone here. This is obviously Greek mythology. She's going down towards the underground where Hades is, and when she goes down into the underground and stays there, it becomes winter where we are on the earth, on the surface of the earth. So, and that's how I understand it anyway. So what's happening is that as you go and withdraw, it may be that if you're looking for a timing of an event of something, it may be that when the winter or the colder weather starts to hit, is when you're going to start to get the answers that you're looking for. Or that as you hibernate or pull yourself away from a situation, that you get the answers that you're looking for. Whatever it is in your life for Aquarius, you need to turn away from something that is upsetting, for something that is toxic, something that you know is not correct for you, something that has been a guilt trip for you, like where you feel guilted into staying to a situation, or having to look after people or something in your life, and you need to stop it, And people ask why and how and when. Don't worry about all the details. Just make a decision first that you are worthy of the best and that you need to move out of this situation that's causing you some kind of upset. Okay, and you need to withdraw and have a good look at yourself and why you do these things. And then the way forward will present itself. So that's all you need to do. Okay? Some people are moving into a new part of their life and they're scared of things retreating or going back to how things always are, But you can't project a forward movement of it's going to be difficult. We need to say, you know what, I'm making this decision and it's going to be an easy path for me, because I know, what's right for me, and I know what I need to do. And I know how things have been going, and that has not been helping me. So now I'm moving into this new cycle, which means I need to take new energy with me, not the same old stuff. Okay, so for Aquarius, listen to that inner voice that keeps on telling you it's time to turn around and get away from a situation for the good of everybody that is involved. Okay, if you can do this, then the path will become clear. Okay, so that's the message that I'm getting for Aquarius. Something emotional is going on within you, but you have the power to get out of it. So, I never know what's going to come up, do we? Gemini, here we go. Don't forget, if you're watching Gemini, check your moon and your rising sign as well. Now, you know, you may be cross-checking and looking at this reading for someone else, but I'm actually making this reading for you, okay? It may not apply to someone else. I'm just making this reading for you. That's how I'm setting the intention. Gemini. Okay, here we go. Mythic Tarot, here we go. Okay, Gemini, you've got the Four of Swords. Now, Gemini with the Four of Swords, or the air signs, are known as, you know, the swords do represent the air sign. And the Four of Swords here is talking about something on an intellectual level, something that we're thinking about, and it's time to retreat from this. It's a rest card. It's a card of giving yourself rest from worries. And if you don't give yourself rest, it could be a situation like I had recently where you are forced to rest by, you know, having to go to hospital or something, some kind of illness or something happens to you, okay? So you're contemplating, Gemini, many different options. Maybe you're overthinking about things too. You know, this is creating burdens on your shoulders. You're not seeing clearly the way forward because things have always been laid out for you in the past, or you've had assistance with things, or you could maybe see things clearly in the past, or at least have some kind of glimmer of hope for the future. But here you're set with, you know, quite a few different options for yourself, and it can be quite overwhelming, okay? You need to know that you're more powerful than you think that you are, you know, and that your power of manifestation is very, very impressive. You know, you can create things bad and you can create things good for yourself. And you need to make a choice here what that's going to be. There may be a decision that needs to be made within you about how you live your life, or, you know, what direction that you're heading in spiritually, emotionally, physically, you know, creatively, whatever it is for you. And it cannot be how things were in the past, because you're going to keep returning to the same path. You know, you're just going to keep returning to that same place, and you don't want to be there, okay? So retreat, take this time. It's like Aquarius too, with taking this time and stepping back from a situation. You're retreating from the way in which your mind works, and changing this in order to change your whole situation. The mountains, you know, or the worst of things, you know, is behind you, which is good, okay? You have a clear space in front of you, but there are options here available. You must choose the right path, but always know that no matter what it is that you do choose, it will always be the right thing for you, you know? Because our lives are twisty and turny, not straight ahead. You know, there is no one way to the destination or the goal, okay? So whatever you choose is going to be right, but don't choose the thing that you've always chosen before, okay? Because this can lead you to more depression feelings, like, you know, anxieties and depressions and all that I'm lost, I'm scared, I'm hopeless kind of situation, okay? On another level, someone may be coming out of this kind of situation right now and has found their way forward, okay? But there still may be this tendency to retreat back to the old ways. So try to fight this if you can, okay? Message for Gemini. Now for Libra. Okay, here we go. Okay. Libra. You have the energy of the King of Wands. This is generally an Aryan man or a fire sign, okay? We say that because, look, you know, there's the goat in the background, you know? So the attributes of the King of Wands are really interesting because this is what's flowing into your life at the moment, Libra. So the King of Wands is very good with business, has a good business head, is able to navigate his way forward quite easily, is strong within themselves and grounded and regal and secure. And when you look at this person, you feel, oh, wow, this person's got their crap together. You know, they're really, really focused, you know, really sincere and direct, etc. So these are the attributes that are falling into your life at the moment. You know, you have this sense about you where you're not to be messed with, okay? And this has come on more and more and more lately, you know. The energy of an Aries person, is the only thing that I get from the Aries is that they always need to know what's coming up, you know. And so like they've got to know, they've just got to know so they can prepare. And it's like, you know, it starts getting really flappy sometimes. But, you know, this may be the only little bit of a downfall with you, is like you're needing to know. You're wanting to know the future. You're wanting to know exactly what's going to happen. And in some cases, you may be becoming really, really like obsessed with this sort of thing, you know. So just acknowledge that if that's what you're doing, that, you know, it's not helping you, because it's actually causing some or creating some kind of angst or anxiety within you, because, you know, you just can't know. People just can't know, you know, what's happening. Not for sure, you know. The King of Wands also comes in where there's going to be a change with regards to your financial situation. And it's something that you've been working towards. It's something that you need to be proud of yourself for, okay? But also that the King of Wands is, you know, not listening to anybody else either, okay? So whatever person may be sort of in your ear kind of thing, you know what that is and who that is and how that's been. When you follow your own path, you are successful, okay? So this is what you have to do again. It may be indicating that this person, you know, or someone is trying to interfere. So just cleanse, clear, block, keep yourself strong, okay? Relationships, there's strength. This is the card of strength, trustworthiness, understanding, listening, you know, following your intuition, okay? But not looking too far ahead, okay? Just staying in the present, all right? So remember to check, if for each of you guys, check, you know, your moon sign and your rising sign. It's really good to get a full picture of everything that's going on, if that's what you want to do. But remember, these are, you know, if this is your star sign, sun sign, if this is your sun sign, then or moon sign or rising sign, then this is for you, okay? Cross-watching and that may not work that well, because it's their reading, do you know what I mean? So anyway, but if you want to, go ahead. I guess it does work. All right, so thank you. Remember, you can get more in-depth readings at my website, divinemiracles.com, and you can become a Patreon or patron, sorry, of my Patreon page too, and you'll get more quicker updates and readings and more in-depth things on there. Usually YouTube gets things second, if that makes sense, or quicker. So there you go. But I'm here. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until the next time, lots of love, many blessings, and goodbye for now. Bye.